Hey everyone, welcome to a Saturday in the shop. We've got Ivan, we got Jeet's bus pulled in, and we've got our friend Jerry's bus up here. Ivan's got some woodwork to do, Jeet's bus is getting windows, sheet metal, bunch of welding and stuff, and Jerry's gonna be showing up in just an hour or so, and we're gonna be finishing up a solar system in his bus. I have no clue what's gonna happen today. We're just gonna film it. Definitely project, so something's gonna happen. First up on my list is gonna be helping Jerry finish up the solar system. He bought all these components and then asked me to kind of help make sure that it was all put together correctly. So Jerry is kind of like DIYing this one while we're working on everything. First thing I'm going to be doing is wiring up his batteries so that we can start charging them so he can put them in this afternoon. Jeet is back at the bus, hit my bus, the Navi. So he'll be up here in a little bit. What he's working on is a bunch of sheet metal. I'll show you really quick. No, I can't. It's kind of dark. Oh, no, there it goes. So he's welding in some framing for windows. Jeet's gonna be putting some RV windows in, and then Ivan, which we all know and have seen last week in the video. Bed's done. We're gonna start working on some cabinet doors, try to get some stuff there done. Just see what kind of see what happens. Typical Saturday in navigation nowhere. That's all I can say. So the batteries are all balanced. I've got the wires over there. The next thing is going to be actually putting them inside. We've got Jerry here now. He's wiring up a water system tank, which has nothing to do with electric or solar, but that's okay. He put in his 30 amp the other day, so now he just figured, like, why not keep it nice and straight and put the water inlet as well. But while he's doing that, standing out in the rain, having fun, I'm gonna go inside the bus, not in the rain, and start trying to get his batteries put in. They're gonna be going right about in that location. Jerry's been wiring up this solar system and slowly getting it all kind of put together, picking on different tasks. But the big one right now is let's get the batteries in so that we can start testing a lot of this for him. And he's gonna start building this thing out on his own over the next bit. Oh, did it fit? Yes. All right, I'm gonna get the batteries and oh, Jeet's here too. Hi, Jeet.
Hi, Mike.
You working on your bus today?
No, I'm standing.
No, today. Right now you're standing.
I'm outstanding.
Well,
because I'm not inside standing.
Dang it, he is outside.
I was just gonna say that.
Jeez.
We got time outside when I stay home. Honey, you are my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive.
We interrupt this battery wiring message and Oakley wants the ball because she keeps whining at me. I don't know if it's gonna play in the B-roll, but she's pretty much whining behind the music. Oakley, come here. You want the ball? You want the ball? Sit. Come here. Sit. Wait. Go. She's such a good dog.
And the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive.
Okay, the batteries are on the charger, so that battery bank will be done in not too long probably. And then we can just wire it up into the negative, wire it up into the positive, and then his system's kind of, I don't know, it's off to the races. So we're gonna cut those two wires while it's charging to get it hooked into the system when we're ready. And then, I don't know, probably switch back to like a 120 system inverter. I'm not sure, we'll take a look at it and see what we're gonna do. Let's see what Jeet's up to though. Jeet!
Michael.
Jeet!
Michael.
Jeet!
Michael.
Jeet, there you are.
Why are you still filming?
Wait, what are you doing in my bus?
I'm being wishful.
Wishful. Ready, set, done. Wow, Jeet, look at that. Dude, wow. You did so good.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Jeet, you just finished your bus.
Wow.
All right, as Dale would say, get to work.
No.
All right, the batteries charged up way faster than we thought. So Jerry's going to finish up wiring the batteries into the system, and then he's gonna add the ground wire, so we might actually be able to test that thing pretty soon. But while he's working on that, I'm gonna hop over here and help Allison. You haven't met Allison. Allison and Jason. You met Jason in the last video, but Allison's up on the roof. She's apparently putting a skylight in. Jeet's inside holding a tape measure. And they're calling me to help.
You're the cameraman now.
Oh, I'm the cameraman. All right, I'm supervising. Dale, tell me how I'm doing in the comments.
Hey, how do I make sure it's a straight line and it's not?
I don't know, I'm just the supervisor.
Michael? Michael, what are you doing? Do you want
Gee,
a
why are
dinner
you
of
still
three
talking?
veggies?
Get back to work. Dale, it works. I didn't know that works, but it totally works. Look, they're back to work. It just works. Allison, so what are you actually doing up there?
I'm going to cut the hole, the 24 by 20, no, 24 and a half by 24 and a half, right, Jeet?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
24 and a half by 24 and a half hole for the skylight. So I'm waiting for one more hole to be drilled, so I know that I am square to the bus and not just square to myself. Because I don't want to mess this up for Jeet.
So Jeet is putting in a marine skylight in the top of his bus. It's going to be about above the bed, it's kind of like in the hallway. But this is the skylight. So they got to drop this guy in there. And hopefully it's in there and seals right. It better seal right because Jeet's got to get his bus out of here by the end of the weekend. It's going to rain on Monday, and if it's not sealed, blame Allison. She put it in. Alright, so Jerry's got the inverter almost in. I'm just about to put a ground wire right there on the chassis. And then we just got to put one wire out of the inverter towards the 120 volt panel box, and then this system is pretty much done where we can start actually testing it. And I don't think Jerry ever thought this day would come.
I'm glad it did.
I'm glad it's today.
I'm a happy Skoolie.
Yeah.
Time on our side, we're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away.
All right, well, Jerry's kind of tying up the rest of his stuff. We do have a couple wires to run that'll help him a little bit later this afternoon. But what I'm gonna do is switch officially back to Jeet's bus and kind of focus a bit more with him. He's been slowly, you know, as we saw, working on the roof, working on the windows, but I want to help him just finalize all these window cuts out and window cuts out. If we haven't mentioned it on camera before and you haven't seen it, Jeet is sheet metal the entire sides of the bus. We're putting in a 100 inch by 18 inch window here, a 50 by 18 inch, a 50 by 18 inch, and then a horizontal winter, I got winter on my mind, window for his bathroom shower. So Jeet's definitely doing quite a bit of custom work to this bus, which, you know, takes a lot of time, but it's gonna be awesome when it's done. And, you know, when you're hanging up these really, really long beams and stuff, you wanna make sure they're like really well within like the 1/8 inch tolerances we need. It's nice to have other people. So we're gonna just do it together and try to see how much we can get done.
Mike, what time is it?
Dude, it's way later than it should be.
Time to grind.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, good one. So Jeet is thrilled because he pretty much cut out the entire side of his bus. So like when you pushed on this, the whole bus just like flopped like a floppy wall. And we were kind of concerned with how big the window was, how floppy this window was gonna be. But it actually, I mean, it's not even fully finish welded and the rivets aren't in the sheet metal connecting it to these beams. And there's like no flex in it anymore. So that's a great encouragement. What we gotta do now is put our uprights in at wherever his 100 inch mark is. I actually have an RV window in the shop that's not Jeet's. He's not gonna be using this particular one, but it gives you an example of why we're doing what we're doing. This is a typical, you know, RV window. So this window, if you're looking at the inside of it, there's this casing that goes on the inside, this goes on the outside. You get it made where you got like a thickness threshold. This one's not nearly thick enough for Jeet's bus and what we're doing. But essentially this is the outside. This will flange up against there. Right now what we're doing is we're essentially welding the frame, you know, for this to fit within. And then eventually after we spray foam, the window will get cut out of the sheet metal. This will get inserted in from the outside. This piece will get put in from the inside. Eventually it would go something like that. Obviously it's too big, but like it would go something like that on the inside and then it would sandwich that area together, which would then give you your wide open. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. We just got to get our sides now for the framing and then we can move on to another piece. I also still think it's crazy that, I don't know if people really caught the fact that we said 100 inch
8 feet.
window. Yeah.
Or 8 feet.
Yeah, like,
That's a big window.
that whole thing's a window.
Yeah.
You're crazy, man. I love it, but you're crazy.
If we can think it, we can build it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we're gonna cut our, I think they're 18 and a 16th, 18 and 1/16, 18 and 1/16, and then we should be good to weld those in.
But as they say, it's the thriller. I'm thrilled.
And I saw you walking the line.
Weld, weld, weld. Look what we have here.
A window frame.
Window frame.
So now the job is to put one right there. Yeah, good job. This side of the bus and frame is done. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of crazy how big this window is actually gonna be. I can't even get the whole thing in like one frame. But that, yeah, that's the whole window. The next thing we're gonna do is right here. Jeet's already cut one out. There's gonna be a 50-inch here, which is gonna eventually be the kitchen. There's a bathroom going there, kitchen going here, and then we're gonna cut this beam out and then put another 50, and this is gonna be the bed. So bed window, kitchen window, there'll be a bathroom window, and then Jeet's crazy large window.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself. There's no bed window.
That's gonna be a bed window, isn't there?
That's not a bed window. There's no window there.
There's no window right there?
No.
Where's the other 150 going?
There.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? All right, let me restart. 100-inch window, 50 over the kitchen. Forget about it to the bed. Bathroom window goes horizontal. No, vertical.
Vertical.
Then that one, you're putting one up there?
Yeah, it's a 42 by 16 up there.
Oh my gosh. You gotta weld that too?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about the most.
That's not happening in this video. Hot to brass, so you'll fry your... All right, so Jerry is finishing up his 120 outlets. He's already got one in right there. He's putting one in over there, and then eventually another one will go right here. What I'm trying to help him with is get this box wired up because we have the inverter all running, put back together, and the power cords are running over, but he wants me to run these in real quick to the breakers, and then we can kind of test out and like actually put something in. Jerry?
Yo.
Rita?
Hey.
That means you can actually turn something on in the bus today. Gary also has some LED lights up here that he ran along these channels. So hopefully we can get the 12-volt system once we get the 120 system done, and we can run some wires up to that. And maybe he'll have some lights today.
The last one I think about.
So we got this guy here. We get it wired over here. And then flip this switch. Jerry should be safe enough. We're gonna flip this switch. We're gonna flip this switch. And then Jeet stopped welding for a second because he wanted to come over and plug that in to show them that you have lights,
Right
guys.
on!
There you go.
Right on! Let's go camping.
All right, B-roll, take 2.
I
I forgot the measurement. 29 and 7/8.
The last one I think about. When it all breaks down, I'll wait for you right here. And I swear that
I'm beaming with joy.
nothing to fear. It's a miracle that you
Cut.
are finally here. I saw you walking the line.
Jeet just cut out like half of his bus. Good job, Jeet. I thought we were supposed to be building, not destroying.
Well, that's what you told me a week ago.
That's true, I did. He cut out all these beams right here, so there's like no support in the side of the wall. But that's where the window's going, like we talked about. So we gotta now frame that in, and he's already cut all the pieces, and then he's got this piece right here, which is gonna be a 50-inch window as well, and he's got the pieces cut for that. So at this point, we just gotta weld these 2 windows and get moving. I don't even wanna show you guys what Jeet's working on next, which is the framing on the front that we talked about, and the skylight that's going like right here. Yeah, if you thought Jeet cut out a lot right there, you just wait until he cuts out like half the back of the bus for the skylight. We love you, Jeet. It'll be all right.
It'll be all right. Even though we're both lefties.
Hey, oh look, it's Allison again.
Whoa.
Oh, hi, Allison. Yeah, Allison,
Whoa.
tell us what's going on.
Jeet's destroying his bus by cutting out all the supports.
Jeet,
Done.
Jeet,
What?
you got a window in your kitchen,
You got 2 windows.
but you got a problem.
What's the problem?
There's no kitchen yet, man. Come on, what the heck? How are you supposed to look at your...
How are we gonna have dinner?
Wait, you're not cooking dinner? Hey, Jeet, you look tired, man.
I am tired, man.
Dude, we have 1 window left.
We have 2 windows left.
What do you mean? We're not doing that one right now.
Oh,
We
this
got
video. Oh, sorry,
one
sorry.
more window.
Gina, fix it. Fix it in post.
One more window.
One more window.
One more window. He's got his vertical window. So the last window of today to kind of keep on schedule with kind of our own personal schedule, which, by the way, everyone, if you're building a bus, don't try to put yourself on a schedule. You will upset yourself. Right, Jeet?
I'm not upset anymore.
The goal is not to get every window done, it's just to get a good amount of them. So the last one is going to be this one right here. We got to weld a vertical window, put some cross members in, and then supports. Window.
Yeah, it's
window. Soon to be window. Not going to happen in this video because we're not going to overdo it. And while we were welding inside, Jerry headed out because him and Rita had to head back out on the road. They're gonna be finishing up their bus on their own. The solar system's all good and it works. So at this point, that's the end of the video. In the next one, I don't know what we're gonna be doing. Maybe back on Ivan, maybe working on the property. But either way, Oakley wants to play. See you guys in the next one.